Hey, Nation, Harry here. I am still at Glue X in Scottsdale, Arizona. We're on the back 9 of the conference. It's too hot to go outdoors, so I might as well stay indoors. So I was having a little chat earlier with Vincent from Lion Guard. Good to see you, sir. So first of all, what is your title and what is Lion Guard?
I'm Vincent Tran. I'm the Chief Product Officer.
Okay.
And Lion Guard is an automation platform. Basically, we're at a documentation conference, and what we do is we want to automate the gathering of documentation for MSPs so that they don't have to update IT Glue manually. Our premise has been giving MSPs unified visibility across all the systems that they manage, and from there processing the rules, doing a continuous collection of that information so that we can output reports, we can output alerts and detections.
Yeah, and how do you integrate with IT Glue?
Yeah, so IT Glue right now, we have flexible assets that we create. And that for each of the systems from cloud services, from 365, from Azure, and from domains and SSL certs, all the way to the network devices where you can install an agent, to the endpoints, servers, and apps and services, we create our own flexible assets inside of IT Glue, and from there you can use a search, you can use the revision history to capture the information that's inside of IT Glue. And
is your product also a standalone product, so someone could have a standalone conversation with you?
Absolutely, yeah. We can definitely bring all of our information into Roar, our platform, and it collects the information over time. You can rewind back in time and figure out what changes were there. We bring back detections. We bring back any things that you want to revert back in each of the systems that we collect.
Yeah, and so how. So let me get this straight. This would be an expense to an MSP. The MSP is going to give you some money to have a tool that automates, but they wouldn't necessarily have the opportunity to turn you into a profit center, and I mean that by reselling to a customer. This is a tool.
Actually, it's both. I mean, the thing is, our primary goal is to make sure that you are profitable, because you don't win any brownie points for having immaculate documentation without, just for the sake of it. You want to be able to extract information out of there, show that you're doing and providing value to the customer. But on top of that, a lot of our partners are looking at the data that we bring back.
Yeah.
And for instance, doing user audit reviews in 365, doing DBA services on SQL Server. That information on a daily basis being collected allows them to say, okay, we are monitoring the situation.
Yeah.
We know how things are set up, and you can provide access to that end customer as well to log in and look at the data that you're collecting in real time.
Yeah.
And so that way you can have, you're on the same page, there's no finger pointing going on as to who's making changes and what's in the system in terms of counts, users, devices, that kind of thing.
So final conversation, I've been to this show twice now, and it strikes me, first of all, by design, in my opinion, it's a smaller show, which I like. Okay, and I contrast that with Black Hat that I covered this summer, was probably right up around 30,000 attendees, and totally different vibe. So I do like a smaller show, and this show also seems to have select vendors that somehow have an integration into IT Glue, right? You're not seeing leasing companies, for example. Is that a fair assessment?
No, absolutely. I mean, the thing is, it is an intimate kind of environment, so you're able to have a little more longer conversations, dig into the details. We are a novel kind of product in terms of trying to understand what it is that we do. So it does take some time to kind of look through it, but that integration to IT Glue and then the IT Glue community, they understand documentation. That's why they're here. I mean, who volunteers 3 days out of their life to go to a documentation conference?
Ew, that's horrible. Who would do that?
They understand the value behind having that information and being able to extract actionable data out of it.
Yeah.
So this is a great fit for us to be able to say, well, if you're going to do that manually, why don't you automate it so that you can go on and do better things?
And finally, name one show this fall that the viewers might see you at. Just one fall conference. You're probably going to a couple, but give me one.
We're going to many, but IT Nation is going to be our next stop, big stop. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure.
All righty.